Supposedly.
It'll be there. Hello, everybody. This is Danny
And Wanda.
from Deep South Homestead. We are back on another Saturday night. Oh, it's always cloudy on Saturday night. Look at here what she's looking at.
I can't.
You got to get close enough. There you go.
Our Deep South mug. And I have tea tonight. Drinking some hot tea because it's a little cool outside.
I don't know what kind of tea it is, but it sure is strong.
It's Earl Grey and lemon chamomile. I'll go to sleep on you in a little while.
You probably will with that chamomile. Hello, Florida homesteader. Good evening.
And Danny has his, and he has water.
I just have water because that's all I drink. It's just water. I don't see any sense in
He being healthy.
Well, it has nothing to do with being healthy. Drinking water is really healthy. Hello, Jan.
So is my tea. My tea's healthy.
Okay, I'm gonna take your word for it.
I
got my water.
I can't get him to drink teas and stuff. Hello, Red Duchess and
Becky and Deep South Texas and Deb Roaster and Mary Beth and Virginia and Tiffany and Mama tried. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hello from Long Island. So Virginia's on Long Island.
Yeah.
Albany Mountain. Frank Stump, Georgia Garden Girl, and Miss Charlotte. My Kentucky home. I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I know. Kentucky, you just have this picture of green grass. I know they call it the bluegrass state, but
that's what it calls the northern Kentucky,
yeah,
northeastern
but
Kentucky.
You see Kentucky as rolling hills and green grass and just horses everywhere.
Yeah. Roxanne, Merry Christmas to you also, Roxanne.
Oh, thank you guys. Mark is here.
Country Homestead Preacher, hey.
And Glenn and Lucy and prepping, not panicking. Hibiscus tea would have been good, but I chose chamomile, and it's probably going to put me to sleep. And how is our girl doing? That is, I think, how do you say it before I call the wrong name? Long name, short. I always forget how to put it together. Prepping, not panicking's daughter. From the gathering.
I know.
I heard. Okay, I know a real name, but I'm trying to.
No, don't use a real name. Don't use a real name. Okay.
Anyway, how's our girl?
Yes. Richard Barnes. Look at the Fairborn, Ohio.
Marshall Farms.
Marshall Farm.
Rose
Delaney
family. Sherry. Sarah. Well, she did say Sarah, but I knew
Sherry Lou.
Sarah, but her.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Her YouTube channel's what I was trying to say, not to say Sarah.
Yeah.
I was trying. Okay.
Okay.
Mike Frazier says, "How are you doing?" We're doing pretty good.
Oh, let's see here.
Thank you, Morgan. He said Big Bear wasn't as fun as us. He had to ditch him for us. Oh my.
Oh my word.
Are we fun?
We may be funny.
Yeah,
there's another N and a Y that's supposed to go on the end of that.
We are going to have fun.
They forgot to mentioning that.
Yeah, we are going to have fun.
Yeah.
We've had a great time this week. Hey, Mr. John.
Georgia Guard Girl says, which gathering for the campground? Which campground for the gathering?
What's it called? Flint Creek.
Flint Creek Water Park.
Flint Creek Water Park. And there are other campgrounds around within a 30-mile radius. So if you find one that you like, they're all really good.
Hello, Mr. John.
It's just that most people are going to Flint Creek Water Park.
Yeah, we're going to be booked the whole place up, man. Careful.
Hey, Gons.
Gons said you're hoping you had a blessed day. We had a day.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
We went to town and got
feed. Well, we're going to get a drum first, a metal drum, because we were like we have enough drums.
Future Dreams to Reality.
Yeah.
That was it. I was trying to think of the YouTube name. I couldn't remember it. She jams it all together.
Yeah. But we got a drum. I went by the feed store. This was the aggravating part. I went and bought a new drum.
Yeah, if something can happen, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen to me. So I go by this feed store, and I know they have these drums outside out there. They say new drums.
Well, they're used drums.
And anyway, I told the guy, I said, throw one of them in the back of my truck, some wood shavings and whatever else was there to get. I told Wanda, I said, well, we got this drum in the back of our truck. We might as well just run by the other feed store and let them take the lid off of it, and we'll just fill it up with feed.
Because they do the big.
They do it in bulk.
Bulk. Yeah.
It's a whole lot cheaper that way. I can get 450 pounds of feed for like $50, you know. And I get there. Well, first of all, I'm used to metal drums having the ring on the top of them that you just pull the lever and it undoes the band and you take the lid off of it. No, not this one. I get there, it's got the ring on it, but it's got a bolt about that long through it. And I got no tools with me.
He's a good prepper. He don't take anything.
Well, I mean, I didn't think I did. I didn't realize that we cleaned the truck out there. I had tools all in the back door.
He did have tools.
But I remembered in my center console, I carry a Leatherman. So I finally dug around the center console and I found my Leatherman, got out, and I undone the lid. I took the lid off, and the drum is coated on the inside and has some kind of white powder stuff in
it. And we dumped it out.
I turned it upside at the feed store and dumped it out on the ground, and people come out and go, what is that? And I thought, what's that? I really don't know.
And we had to take paper towels and wipe the whole inside because we didn't want our animals getting something that we didn't know what it was. It's all food grade, guys. Every one of the drums are always.
They're supposed to have some kind of food grade stuff in it, but it was white powder. I was like, oh my God, we've got anthrax, ricin, whatever, right here in our own drum.
But really, it probably was baking powder because that's kind of sort of what it looked like.
It looked like that, but it had no scent to it whatsoever.
No tag on the drum to tell us what it was.
Nope.
So we had to clean the whole drum out and then get our feed. And we got home. I had to clean the meat bird chickens pen and put new shavings down.
Which is something we have to do every 2 days.
And guys, they are going to be going to freezer count within the week and a half. So we are going to be doing
this coming chickens. Week. Our chickens are going to graduate.
Yes.
To freezer count.
Hopefully, and I won't have to clean it. Hey, Sinclair made it again, and I saw Grizz is back. Just had to say hi. And I saw somebody said they saw my turkey broth and they had to get their Denise.
Yeah.
Said she had gotten her turkey bones out from Thanksgiving and made chicken and dumplings.
Yeah.
Which is
awesome. Marshall Farmer says it was cocaine.
That's what we were looking like.
It looked like it. I can't say anything. It looked like it.
Yeah.
If our animals start acting real weird in the next few days, we're gonna.
Well, we wiped it out. It only had minute traces when we got through.
I got through with it. I wiped that drum till it was shiny on the inside when we got through it.
Yeah, and yesterday, the Lorries came over earlier, and we spent time with them for a while. And yesterday we had Brittany. We have pictures.
Merry Christmas, Ray Valley. And says, I hope you got your card this week. Got my card.
We got 2 cards. I'll show you.
We'll show you the cards here in just a minute.
I got 2. I don't know if I have to look and see.
We have some friends come over.
So Brittany was here yesterday, her and Patrick. And Brittany is the one that came and made soap with us back nearly 3 years ago.
Yeah, back in the beginning.
And
actually, we did it when we was on Bluebird Farm, wasn't it?
No. It was after we started YouTube.
Was it after we did YouTube? Okay.
One of the first few videos. And this is her husband, Patrick. And he helped Danny put the wood splitter together and split a little wood, which we have videos later coming up.
Yeah.
And Brittany and I just hung out and watched them and filmed them and stuff like that. But she's written a book. And it's called Elephants Can't Do Yoga. She had no clue we were doing the video on yoga or anything. I don't even know if she knew we put it up because she didn't mention it.
No, she didn't mention it.
And this is a kid's book about being judgmental. Trying to teach not to be judgmental, in other words. And it's a cute little kid's book. And on Crazy Days, I'm giving one away. So if you guys haven't seen my Crazy Days video on Elephants Can't Do Yoga, go over and leave in the comments if you have kids or grandkids. Ask them, do they think elephants can do yoga? And I'm drawing tonight or tomorrow, and I'll put a video up.
Denise Nash says, Danny, can you eat cornflakes? Nope.
No. He doesn't eat much of anything. Now I did the rice checks.
You did some rice checks for me, and I was able to, with the almond bark, the white almond bark chocolate stuff. I was able to eat, small amounts of it at a time without too much of a problem. But I don't eat. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't had cereal of any kind other than Rice Chex.
Probably 5 years or better.
No, let's go all the way back to when I was a kid.
You ate some when we first.
No.
You really didn't,
no,
did you?
I have never.
That was me.
That was you.
Steve, we'll let you know on that because I'm not sure when we're doing the chickens.
Yeah,
so
they're scheduled for one day in the middle of the week, but I don't know.
We don't
know what day it's going to end up being.
Day.
But no, I haven't had cereal since I was a small kid. That's probably been about 40 years ago. Close to 50 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh. That's kind of freaky.
He's not a cereal person.
I'm not a cereal person. Don't believe in it.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, the book that Brittany Brittany wrote it's a children's book.
And it's very encouraging.
Very encouraging for kids who, how did she word that? Children that are kind of like pushed to have low self-esteem, that not to believe that they can accomplish things and stuff like that.
Yeah. So you don't think much about, the little people putting you down or telling you things. That's the sort of thing. It's a real cute little book. Georgia Garden Girl says, if you need help culling, I can come by. Are you close?
Yeah.
We're not sure which day yet because the Lorries have some. We have
some. The Lorries is going to do theirs with us.
And we're probably not going to do all of them at one time. So it's probably going to be more like 2 or 3 days, at least 2 days.
Tracy says, Danny has a situation with the neighbor's dogs. Well, truth of the matter is I had to call the law this week.
And we've just been tolerating.
We're at wit's end.
Nothing they can do.
There's nothing the law can do because there's no laws against barking dogs. But yet, if I retaliate in any form, I can be arrested. But I'm really at a point I don't care right now.
They're going to have to feed him.
They'll just have to feed me because when they come up to me, every time the law comes out here, I just hold my hands out like this. I go ahead. They start laughing at me. They're like, no, we're not taking you in. I'm like, well, you might as well because I'm not stopping.
Yeah.
I'm just honest to them, and they know me. They all know me. We're all friends, and it's sad that I have to be that way with people I know and are friends with. But when they come here, I'm always holding my hands out. I said, okay, I'm ready. Go ahead and take me. And they're like, Dan, we're not taking you anywhere. Can y'all just quieten down out here? I'm like, when the dogs go away, I'll be quiet.
Georgia Garden Girl says she would love to help. You just have to message me if you're going to be close in the next few days.
Yep.
And she says, call me, but I have no clue.
We have no clue about phone numbers or anything. We only have 50,000 people to remember.
Yeah, you'd have to send me a message. I know. Okay, cards.
Cards, yeah. Show these people some of the cards that we got here.
Kenneth and Diana from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Now, this one's gorgeous, guys. A lot of them are gorgeous.
They're all pretty. Yeah, look at that. That's beautiful.
And I can't hold it straight. I'm sorry. There. That's it. Okay, this is from the Rutherford. Rutherford in Rio Rancho, New Mexico.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. The Kops family. KOPTZ. Is that right?
That sounds right. Ooh, that's a pretty one.
Yeah. And where are they at? In Missouri.
Beautiful. Look at that. A winter wonderland.
And this is a Thomas Kincaid, guys. If you don't recognize it, almost anybody can recognize a Thomas Kincaid because of the lights. He's very famous for his light. All his pictures have light coming through the windows.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Okay. So that was our cards for today.
We went by the post office while I was in town.
Somebody asked me, did we get a card? And I'm not sure who it was. So if one of those two
Ray
cards.
Somebody.
So I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We told Wednesday some of the cards we got. So if you missed Wednesday, you might see
Mike says, my wife made a pumpkin pie using the Cherokee tans we grew this summer. The best pie I've ever had.
They make a wonderful pie. They're awesome. They make good, like I do Danny's sweet potato pie. I made the Cherokee tan the same way. It's really good.
Yeah.
Debbie asked, did we do the whirly pop yet? No.
No.
We are going to, but we're going to video it when we season it.
The sad part about life as a YouTuber is when you get something like that and it's something you just really want to do and you really want to you're chomping at the bits to get there and do it. And you look at each other and go, if we do this, we got to do a video on it. And we're so wore out sometimes. We're like, I don't want to set all the cameras up. I don't want to set the lights up. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that.
We just were tired the other night when we unboxed it, and we've been busy yesterday and today with stuff and people, and so we hadn't been able to, and we've got to go somewhere tomorrow because my aunt passed away. Yeah. So next week we will hopefully. Hey, we might could set up and pop popcorn live.
Well, we might could, yeah.
That would be a good.
That'd be a good video. Just go live popping corn.
If we don't do it before Thursday, it might be our Thursday lunch.
Might be.
We'll try that. We've not set up and went live in the kitchen, and I would like to. I think that would be a good thing to do. So we might do that. Scott says at Cannon Greens again.
Oh, Denise said Hank isn't in the room, so share what Hank's little Christmas gift will be. LOL equals new ball.
Well, the one he's got, he's taken the outer, what looks like a soccer ball off of it. He ripped all that off because he got the ball into his pen one day and I didn't notice he took it. I usually do not let him take his ball into the pen. But for whatever reason, he took it into the pen a couple of 3 weeks ago and ripped all the outer parts off. And so now he has the inner part of the ball, and there's no air in it because it didn't have air in it to start with. And so he could reach and grab it. Yeah. And so I try to make sure he doesn't have it in the pen because he will do something.
Sherry says, please tell me what soil to use for your sugar cane. Well, Sherry, you can use any soil. I mean, as long as it's just a rich dirt. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything special. Just a good sandy loam soil with good compost and some good fertilization in it. It should be just fine.
And thank you guys for the condolences. Yeah, this was my mom's oldest sister, one of all of the whole family's favorite lady in the world. She was, like Danny said, about the people that are the glue that holds the family together.
Yeah, Miss Mar used to be the glue that held the family together.
She was the glue.
Yeah.
She was our rock, and so it is sad to lose her, but she was 80, I can't remember, 3 maybe, but she was still going strong till just a few days ago.
David said, what is a good, simple, but good quality editing software for YouTubers?
Probably Filmora. And if you use Filmora, it's probably the cheapest way to go, the best quality you're going to get, the more bells and whistles if you want to play around with it and learn them. I haven't learned that much from it, but I'm working on it. And Daryl from Two Family Homestead has a whole library of videos explaining every aspect of Filmora. So if you have a question, you can go look at his videos or contact Daryl and he will explain it.
Yeah.
He's very good with it.
Yeah, Hank is like the wind. That's right. Time to Soap says he runs like the wind. Honestly, that dog is so fast. He is going to be one of the best catch dogs that I think I've ever had. If I can just get him trained to catch the animal and hold it and not want to play with it right now, then I think we'll do good because him and the pigs go round and round. Them pigs want to run him. They want to eat him. I know what they want to do, but he's just too fast.
Yeah. And someone said they tried the pecan cookies and that's their new favorite.
Oh, I knew they would be. Matter of fact, I just ate one before I came on.
I think it was Tim or Timmy. I forgot the name, but I think that is.
Yeah, I had one just moments before we came online.
Yeah, and David says he used Resolve and it was complicated. Most all of them can be complicated for the first little while till you get the hang of it, and you learn. Do very simple to start with. Anybody that's going to be working with any program, I would say learn simply how to cut pieces out and let it go back together. You know, that's the quickest, easiest thing to learn, and then bells and whistles can come later.
Dan C says, Danny, what is the best way to compost all the leaves that have fallen in my yard for garden soil? Well, if you don't have a leaf shredder, run wrench you one right quick and shred them things and blow them straight into the garden. And as soon as you blow them in, just turn them under. Mm-hmm. And by spring, they're usually ready to roll. Makes fantastic compost for the garden. Helps loosen the soil up, plus it helps retain water.
Yeah. What do you do?
What do you use to record your videos? We have 2 or 3 cameras that we use.
We have a Canon
TI5.
My cell phone, which is a
Samsung Galaxy 6.
A G6.
G6, well, it's Galaxy 6.
Yeah, and then I bought a small, just handheld Canon. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a little small video camera that you can just tote around. I'm not used to it, and it's like if you think you move this way, you've moved the wrong way. It's hard to get used to it, and I'm still playing with it.
Country Homestead Preacher, I don't know if that's Jennifer or if it's Don, he says, how is your pecan supply, Danny? Well, the truth of the matter is, I'm sitting right here beside me, is my famous, I got these in the Homestead box. That thing is, you can get dyslexic with this thing.
I know, you can't figure it out. That's what's wrong with my new camera that I was working
South
with.
Georgia pecan and pecan halves came in the Homestead box. It's all that I was allowed to have out of it. This Wanda snatched everything
I took everything else.
She just took it away from me. And
you can have the popcorn popper, but I get to eat some popcorn.
Well, that'll be debatable at the end, I guess. But but anyway, once I realized what I could actually have out of the box after Miss Wanda snatched everything away, I realized I had a few pecans here, and I do have a few more. The little bitty ones that a subscriber sent me, some little bitty ones to crack.
You about cracked all the bigger ones.
All the big ones are cracked. I'm down to the little ones again, and the gentleman asked me not to mention his name, so I'm not. But he sent me a lot of them.
Yeah.
And I've cracked almost all of them now. I'm down to just one little bag of them left.
Yeah.
So when I've got these and the few I've got left to crack, and I will have them all cracked up, and I'll have a few pecans to eat for a little while anyway.
Okay, before we get to Christmassy stuff, y'all.
Oh, the greenhouse.
The greenhouse. Look at my tomatoes.
This is Miss Wanda's tomatoes in the greenhouse.
This is the first tomato that I bought. This plant is called a patio tomato at Walmart, and it's just starting to load up, and I'm really, really excited. And I love to have a tomato in December, maybe by Christmas, but I kind of doubt it. It'll probably be January, huh?
Probably so.
Okay, this is one of the peppers that we moved into the greenhouse. I think it's a jalapeno. It's long, looks like a jalapeno, probably tastes like a jalapeno. It'll probably be a jalapeno, right?
It's possible, but I was thinking I think I just put one jalapeno plant in the greenhouse.
I think that's the jalapeno because the others don't make sense if it's not. And these are his yellow marconis. This thing is loading up. They're big. And I wanted to pick one so bad yesterday, but he would chop my hands off if I picked them. I just put my hand up there so you could kind of see how big they were.
Yeah, she messes with my yellow marconis. I'll probably cut both her hands off.
Yeah, he really wants...
I
wants his yellow marconis to turn yellow, and I picked one that he was saving out in the garden, and it was almost ready to turn yellow, and I didn't know it was a yellow marconi, and I picked it and brought it in and ate it, and he's going, "Where'd you get that pepper?" And I said, "In the garden." I
about come unglued because I've been waiting on that pepper for several months to actually get that pepper.
Yeah. So that was so bad. But now that we have in our garden, and we have the chard.
The chard.
In 2 or 3 places, it's doing awesome. We have cabbages, broccoli. I didn't do the cabbages and broccoli.
Collards.
We have the collards, the onions, the garlic. I didn't go take pictures of all that. And the other thing we have going is our carrots. Now, this is where we did the challenge. And this is Danny's carrot bed, and it's looking pretty good. He's got a few little space, but he planted his in rows. So he's got pretty good set of carrots going here. But guys, look at the love garden. That's what the love garden looks like. And I couldn't figure out why until last week what was going on with our love garden.
Yep.
And if you look closely, you see all the little plants in there are eat to the ground. When we butchered our turkeys, they were full of love garden plants.
Yeah, the turkeys have been visiting this Wanda's carrot garden.
They didn't eat Danny's.
They didn't eat mine. They just went and ate hers. So we realized that was what most of the problem was.
So I was so disappointed. But now there's little bitty plants like this. Mine's just going to be behind his. So I am going to have carrots. But it's going to be tough because they're little.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. Dan says, my son has a wood stove and just dumped the ashes outside. Should I ask family to pee in the ash and add to my leaves? It's not going to hurt. Matter of fact,
use the word. You read the word wrong, but I mean it means the same thing.
Right here.
Oh, way up there, somebody said urinate. Down here, he said urinate, and I was thinking, okay, you changed the words.
I encourage.
Yeah, but the ashes and stuff and the.
I encourage people to pee in their garden. I really do because it has lots of nitrogen in it. I think it's good.
Yeah. Well, they're in freezer camp anyway. They didn't eat Danny's, but they ate my carrots and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but they are in freezer camp. We harvested 8, I think.
8 what?
Turkeys.
9.
9 turkeys.
9 with the gobbler.
And 5 chickens.
We got another one that's fixing to get harvested.
One more gobbler that's going. And
I got a big old royal blue slate.
Yeah.
Who cannot keep his behind where he belongs.
He's going to the carrots again.
He went to the carrots again today. So they're free range. If they would learn to stay where they're supposed to, then.
The carrots in the love garden were sweeter.
I am not going to argue with that one. Because it's probably true.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now, the Lorries have beautiful carrots over there. They have the Angry Garden.
Oh, yeah. Now, we need to get a picture of theirs.
We got to get a picture of theirs.
Theirs is probably twice as big as anything else. It's doing really good. And I see, look. Y'all ought to see what I see.
Oh. No. You don't have to do nothing.
Yeah, do I have to open the door?
No, it's already open.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we ordered egg rolls.
No, it's not open. You locked them out.
No. Somebody's knocking. We ordered egg rolls.
Egg roll. Egg roll.
Oh.
What are we playing with?
You said the theme was old-fashioned games.
Yeah, old-fashioned games. That we're going to be.
Come on in. Over here. Come sit down in the middle. We ain't got the toys yet, but come on. You sit in there.
I made it.
We ordered egg rolls and.
Y'all see?
It's scary out there.
No, it's
what?
not.
Yeah, there's no lights nowhere.
Scary.
I know it's scary. When you get to deep south and it's dark outside, it's scary.
Oh.
Look at this, guys.
Oh, smell it.
Ah,
Smell-o-vision.
Ah.
Brian, I hope you ate yours because you're not getting mine. He hasn't eaten yet?
No, I only made yours.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
It's crispy.
Oh, did you hear that crisp?
Oh.
And it's hot.
And it's good.
I don't have any duck sauce. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
That's all right. She didn't know what duck sauce was.
I didn't even know what egg rolls were.
She didn't know what egg rolls was until Heidi came and brought them.
This is the 3rd time I've had egg rolls.
What's that?
Look at that.
Mm.
Oh, that's the beauty of living next to another YouTuber like the Lori family.
I cook.
They cook.
I cook.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't mind sharing what
and
they
I
cook.
make coffee, and she comes by and drinks.
Yeah, they
coffee.
would buy today having
That's
coffee.
tea.
That's tea.
Oh, yuck.
No, that's what I told her. I said, that's just water.
Water.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's some strong water.
Well, we call it stump water.
Stumpy?
Stump water.
Okay.
Stump hole water.
I stepped in the hole yesterday.
You did?
Yeah.
The water, the hole that came out of?
Yeah.
Or did you, was you in the chicken pan prior?
I don't know what it was.
Maybe that's why it has a scent to it. Maybe so.
Grandma Rose is asking, would we save some turkey feathers for her? We could have, but I thought about saving some when we were doing it, but I didn't know anybody would really want them. But now we have that one blue slate, so if
We
you
have a
want
blue
some,
slate, and he's a big old
I will
boy.
save them for you. Now we did save the.
Unless I can convince him to give his feathers up before.
What was we saved the
black thing?
The black thing.
The beard.
Yeah, the black thing. You
It's
know, women.
beard.
And we saved the whole tail structure.
Yeah, we was on the well, I'm dyslexic again. Yeah.
On the royal palm, it's black and white.
It's black and white.
If somebody has something they want to do with that.
Look at that. Them people are so smart. So did I hear a Simon game?
Oh!
Look at this.
My favorite game as a kid was Simon, and they made them really tiny now, so I can take in the car.
Mm-hmm. I remember that. My kids loved it. We hadn't got to games, but we're going to be talking about games. This was hers.
This was her game.
Okay.
See, John Hendrickson, we was talking about something a while ago. John Hendrickson says urine is sterile, but feces is not. That is true. You can actually drink your urine if you didn't know that.
Okay.
They do that.
Mm-hmm.
Some people do.
I've seen that TV.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, Barbies were really, really big. So look at this, guys.
Grizz says,
what?
He said, I will not use human waste in my garden. I don't care how it's sterile. I don't care how it's composted.
Yeah, a lot of people do. Okay, when I was a kid, Barbies were popular.
Barbie, this is the original Barbie. Notice the difference in the way it looks.
Yeah, it's nice.
It doesn't look like the little thing we have now called Barbie. It looks completely different.
Now my Barbies didn't look like that either. I'm not that old.
See how the head was bigger at the top than portion?
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like flat on
But
top.
Let me find my paperwork. Okay.
Here we go. Miss Wanda was fixing to tell y'all some stuff about the old toys.
I don't know if I remember too much, but Barbies were around since the late 50s. 1959, Barbies came on the scene. And they became one of the best-selling toys throughout the century. I guess century. It's only one century.
Only one century. Yeah, it's not century.
Throughout the decades.
Yeah, you probably need to keep checking that because it's probably got more than just that in it.
No, it's chamomile. It put me to sleep.
Yeah, it should be. Well, that's what it is. You've been looking on that. It should be like.
Yeah. Okay. Does anybody know what the oldest toy found to date is?
Teddy bear.
The oldest toy to date. I don't even know if I know that. I know everything.
Pick up sticks. Those.
No, it had something to do with a little wooden doll. What is it?
It was a doll.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
They found a doll in a tomb in Egypt that dated 21st century BC.
That's right. I remember that.
It was a wooden paddle doll.
Yes.
They've also found other like creature type. They didn't call it creatures. They called it like mystical animals in the tomb with some of the kids. So they, like people would carve horses and things. That's what they were finding. So some of these toys went way, way back.
I'm gonna go.
You gotta go? No.
I'm getting bored.
Have a Simon.
Simon says
play. Hey, I remember that game too. But
that's what I'll do. I sit him in the dog.
Then, did you play Barbies? Did you have a Barbie? Did you?
She's talking
Not
to
you.
Oh, me, yeah.
You had
We
a
were
Barbie?
so poor, we had to blow up furniture.
I had some of the little plastic.
No,
You know the little plastic
blow it
furniture?
up. Yeah.
That came after mine. My mom made all my Barbie dolls clothes when we were little. A lot of people are saying Jacks. Jackson Ball was. Do you play Jacks?
Doug does.
Doug does.
Doug? I didn't play toys.
You played Jacks. You
Did
know,
he play jacks with you?
Danny didn't, but
I did.
Danny and I have played, and he can play pretty well.
I can
He's
play pretty good. I mean, the only
You
toy
got
I had
Jacks?
growing up as a kid,
That's boring.
the only toy I had growing up as a kid was a G.I. Joe doll. Now they have the G.I. Don't Know doll.
Brian says, "Come make him some egg rolls."
It's on the stove. You can do it.
The stuff's on the stove, Brian. She said, make your own. Yeah, I had a Tonka truck.
A Tonka?
Yeah,
I had a Tonka truck. I had a G.I. Joe doll.
What about these?
Probably about it. I had a spool with a piece of wax and rubber band and a stick on it, where you wind it up and it crawls around the floor by itself. I had one of those.
What about
the little green men?
Okay, that one didn't.
The little army men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I love those.
Yeah,
What
my
about
mama bought some of those. No, I never had the Matchbox cars. That was rich people clothes. That was rich people toys.
They only cost $1.
They still cost $1.
When I was growing up, $1 was hard to come by.
You're the
We
one
didn't
with
even
the
have a
G.I.
refrigerator.
Joe doll. It
Yeah,
cost
but
more than $1.
That was my whole Christmas. We didn't even have running water. I mean, running water meant run down the creek and get it and come back.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jack's was one of those. Yeah, and it came in a little pink suitcase. I do remember that. Pickup sticks. I had pickup sticks.
I have to do.
I remember my brothers and sisters had pickup sticks.
The
I remember
pogo
that.
stick.
My dad used to get aggravated because they'd be laying all over the floor everywhere. You just got a blank screen up there. What happened?
Oh, it went away. I'm sorry.
I pick up sticks now.
Yeah. Pickup sticks.
We pick up sticks all the time ourselves, yeah.
A big craze for a while was
the yo-yo.
Did you play yo-yos?
A wooden one, yes.
The
Not
wooden
the
one?
plastic ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had the plastic butterfly one that lit up.
Oh.
You know, you played. Yeah. Okay, that one was fancy.
That's cool.
What else do we have? Oh, a lot of people pass the time. This was one of my favorite games, and Danny and I argued over how to play this.
Is that Stars?
Chinese checkers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We argued about how to play that because I told her when we were coming up, whoever could, you jumped everybody to take their color off the board, and that meant they lost. And Wanda said no, they tried to get their color from one side of the board to the other side of the board.
Yeah, we did that. Go one side to the other.
Yeah, we always used to jump each other, and whoever lost all their colors lost. You know, I mean, I guess you could do it either way.
Yeah, but we didn't take theirs off. We just beat them to the other side.
Oh yeah, the barrel of monkeys.
Barrel of monkey. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Lincoln Logs. I do remember after I got to be probably 8 years old. I remember Lincoln Logs being in the house, but I don't remember if they were for me or for one of my younger siblings.
Okay, the Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh yeah.
Now I love this thing. I could play.
I remember playing with my brothers and sisters Etch-a-Sketch.
Oh, Battleship.
I never had that. I know what it was though.
You didn't have Battleship?
Nope.
Oh.
No, I mean, I know what you're talking about though. I've seen them.
Yep. I hit Barbie again. Where's Barbie? There we go.
Yeah, Charlotte said they used to get their toys from the 5 and Dime store. Remember, did y'all have a 5? We had a 5 and Dime store. We had a TWL and a 5 and Dime store. We used to call it TWL, take what's left. And we had the 5 and Dime store.
We always got every
year
you got one for Christmas, and sometime within the next month,
it snapped.
The rubber band snapped and the paddle was used on
you. And the paddle was used as a paddle on your butt.
The paddle on your butt, yeah.
Smack each other.
Yeah, I think it's a dual purpose gift.
Mm-hmm.
The parents gave it to you because they knew they could use it later. This way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's different. It's back and forth.
Yeah.
Are you crooked? I know.
Yeah, I'm always crooked. Like sitting up here.
One of the most popular girl toys for a long time was Raggedy Ann, and it's still popular today. Mm-hmm. People still buy these for little girls because they're soft and cute.
Frank Stump said he had a Slinky.
Oh
yeah, the metal Slinky.
Yeah, I've seen the Slinkies. I've never owned one, but I've seen one, and I saw it. No, I didn't have a Slinky.
He did. I think he's full of it when he says this.
No, I did not. I'm not lying to y'all. We got apples and oranges.
They're going to send you Slinkies and all these toys.
I hope not.
No, he has to learn Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I remember that.
Yeah.
My neighbors had the Rock'em Sock'em robots. I remember I used to go over to their house and play with their Rock'em Sock'em
That was
robots.
good. I'll eat another one in a minute.
Bill's Dollar Store. I remember Bill's Dollar Store.
Yeah, we had a McClellan's, which was a
Yeah.
5 and dime. Ben Franklin's, yes. That was what we had as a dime
Oh yeah,
store.
Cabbage Patch was the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got my daughter's Cabbage Patch dolls.
And they smelled like real powder back then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now this was what was funny to me. Back in the 20s, I thought a lot of these toys were 60s and 70s toys. And when I looked it up, back in the 20s, the teddy bear started, Raggedy Ann, Crayola crayons, the little die-cast cars like the Matchbox cars, and the yo-yo back in the 20s.
Yeah.
I didn't know they'd been around that long. And then in the 30s, the Viewmaster. Now, I love the Viewmaster.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember we had a Viewmaster in the house. I don't remember whose it was, but I remember sitting there pulling the little lever down on it.
I thought I put that up there, but I don't remember if I did or not. I don't remember if I did. I don't think I have the Viewmaster. There it is.
There it is, right here. This one right here.
How many of you had one of those?
Yep.
Remember that little thing?
They probably have some kind of warning on them now. Somebody stick themselves in the eye.
You can't buy them anymore. They don't have. I don't think. I mean, if you do, it would.
If you do, it'd probably be electronic because kids be too.
They don't know how to mash that button on the side. Say it.
They probably want a button to push where it would be automatic.
Automatic.
Yeah, it's called a TV now. You can watch movies. And
you have to download an app into it, or you'd have an SD card that would slide into the side of it.
Yes, you can't do that simple toy anymore.
Changeable Charlies? I never heard of a changeable Charlie.
I haven't heard of that one. In the 40s, the board game, in the 30s also, Monopoly, and Scrabble.
Yeah.
Now, I loved all three of those. I played Monopoly for hours on end.
But cheesy.
I don't know when that one was done. In the 40s, Candyland and Chutes and Ladders for little bitty kids came on the scene. Silly Putty. Now, did you play that?
On the
newspapers
and the comics.
Comics.
It was colors.
Yep.
Yeah. We played with Silly Putty. I mean, you can have a lot of fun with Silly Putty.
It doesn't do that anymore.
No. And then in the 50s, the Tonka trucks Danny was talking about came out in the 40s.
I did have a Tonka truck. My dad bought me a Tonka truck.
It was metal.
It was real steel. Yeah.
And in the 50s, we had Mr. Potato Head. And I had one of those when I was a kid. My kids had one of those, and probably the grandkids.
That thing looks like a lot of people I knew. You know how their heads like long and narrow and. What was the word? Hatchet face? Yeah, like coming. No big ears that stick.
I remember the mouse.
The Obama ears that's got them stick straight out on the side. You know, like it was hilarious. The big nose. You could turn his lips upside down where he was like. You can make him look any kind of way.
Yeah. And
Mrs. Potato Head they had.
And Mrs. Potato Head.
Baby Potato Head.
They have babies?
Yeah, we had a baby potato head. Yeah.
Sweet potatoes.
You could have all three. The Stretch Armstrong. You remember that? You could pull that thing?
I saw those on TV, but I never had one.
Oh. You didn't have that either?
Nope.
My kids had one.
No, I never had one. We got charcoal. We got charcoal for Christmas.
I have my own troll doll.
No, we used it to color. I used to be an artist when I was a kid. I used the charcoal to draw with. So I did get once in a while. I would get a charcoal pencil and pad.
Let me go get my troll doll and show them. I have one. A candy.
I had trolls. Cindy said. Well, we have trolls on our channel every now and then. Yeah. Candyland and Super Ball. I'm not sure I know what those are, but
the Super Ball. You remember it bounced on the floor to go sky high?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
They have little ones now in those 50-cent machines.
Okay, let me get Willa in there. She has a name, Willa.
Willa what?
She's a troll.
Oh.
And Miss Sherry.
Miss Willa.
Sherry. Y'all are messing with me.
Miss Willa.
Miss Willa, will you come in here, Miss Willa? Sherry from Two Family Homestead brought her to me, and she has on a candy corn dress.
Yes, sir. I'll be right there.
All right.
I'm gonna get in trouble there quick. You two got me in trouble.
Hush. That's it. I have to
Ouija
get on
board. We did the
Twitter.
Ouija board.
Oh, I wouldn't do the Ouija boards. The Ouija boards was easy.
I did
We
one
did the
time.
Ouija
Oh,
board.
I was like,
my mama would have beat me within an inch of my
She gave us
life.
the Ouija board.
Oh, your mama get? Oh, no. My mama would have
No,
beat
we
me
didn't
within an
have
inch of
one.
my life if I had a Ouija board.
we didn't have one either.
we
Oh,
did.
no.
But she made us
She said
burn
everything
it.
was real.
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember the
Burn
Chrissy and Velvet dolls.
Yeah.
And Gumby
Yeah,
and Pokey and what was it?
Big wheel.
I mean, the funny thing was you can't even spell Ouija like it sounds. I mean, it's
well, that's like
O-U-I-J-A
the words in this
or
town.
something. Yeah, it's like the
Yeah,
words in
Sosha.
yeah, like Sosha. That's S-A-U-I-C-E-R. And Chutica
She could
Bluff.
put it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlotte says she and her brother got a
Jack
whipping
Henry.
because of a Stretch Armstrong. That's funny.
Mm.
Light Bright. Oh, I
Battleship,
love
see?
the Light Bright.
Yeah.
I had one of those.
My brothers and sisters had one. I remember it.
Light was good.
I had the troll doll when I was a kid that had blue hair.
Debbie said she had a troll dog. You squeeze it and her tongue would stick out.
Yeah, no,
Really?
you spin them. You spin them with the hair. You spin them. You just like.
I didn't know that.
Really?
You didn't do that?
I
I
didn't have
know.
one
I know
like
nothing
that.
about this stuff.
Oh.
The show and tell record player that would play movies. Yes, we had one of those. My sister had one.
I had a boomerang. Lake Effect said he had a frisbee. I had a boomerang. My dad made a boomerang for us
Yeah.
one time. I didn't believe it worked. I threw it. It actually worked.
Who remembers the ant farm? Danny and I did.
I remember seeing it on TV.
Yeah, the Slinky, the Green Machine, Pez. Those Pez dispensers. We got one every year for Christmas.
Yeah.
What?
Pez.
Pez.
What is that?
It's the neck is sliced and the candy comes out.
It's about this long little stick thing. You put all these candies in, and when you open the
His
head
neck.
back, it
His neck.
spits the candy out.
Sliced his neck.
No.
Y'all, the Lorries
No.
had an 8-ball, didn't you?
Oh, and he threw it away because he said, "We're not going to Idaho." He threw it away
They
on
didn't go
us.
to Idaho. The Easy Bake Oven, the
Yeah, we
Battle
had that.
My
Top.
sister had an easy bake oven. I remember that.
I
Well,
had
my
an
daughters
Easy
has an
Bake.
easy bake because we bought
Yeah.
that for them.
I had one. Twister. I got
We have
Twister
that.
one
We
year.
can bring it over. We still have that.
That would be fun
We
to
have
play.
Twister. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody said they wanted to watch me and Danny play Twister. I think that'd be fun.
What is
The
that?
Lorries and Danny playing
Twister.
What is it?
It's
the game with the circles on the
circles
floor and you put your
spin
hands
the
in your feet.
wheel, and you have to go like that and not fall down. It's a real thing.
It's
Sounds
fun.
kinky, but I mean,
Y'all, it would be funny to watch us play. I guarantee you that would be really, really.
I've never played it, but I mean,
I
You
used to.
might win because you're
The
long.
Book of Lifesavers. You remember we used to get those every
Yes.
year.
Did you
for
get one
Christmas.
every year?
I'm
No.
sorry.
She said you didn't get anything. I thought I was poor.
No.
no, I mean we were so poor we had to. We
Dominoes.
couldn't even afford shoes. We had to paint our feet brown and lace our toes up.
Dominoes. Now I love dominoes.
Yeah.
We could play for
Now I have
hours.
played dominoes. I did. I bought myself a set when I got older.
Mhm.
Yeah, I had to go to work at like 10 or 12 years old. I mean, I didn't get to play like other kids.
The 1 cent
Atari?
candy. You know how much 1 cent candy is now?
20?
There was
Yeah.
3 pieces in the store the other day for $1.50 or
30,
something.
30
It was the size candies we used to get for a penny,
Jolly Ranches and
and it was 3 of them for I think $1.50. And I like to freaked when I saw it.
it's terrible.
I'm like, no. The Chatty Cathy. I didn't have one, but I remember.
I thought they were calling us Chatty Cathy.
No,
Because
that's
I've
the
been
name of a
called that.
doll.
I was called that once.
This is over
There's
my
a
head, so
doll.
I don't know.
Don't tell Danny what Twister is until he's ready to roll.
I've,
You don't know what
Charmboard.
Twister
I don't know
is?
what
I've never.
I can't believe it.
No, I've
A
never
doctor
played
bag.
anything
Oh,
like
do you
that.
remember the doctor bags? It was the little like black bag,
Yeah.
the plastic bag that opened up and had the stethoscope.
have
and,
Well, that's what the doctor
Yeah.
usually came to my house, but
no, it was
Kids have
kids.
that.
Life, I remember
Oh, we
Life.
have life.
Yard
we have
Dart.
life. We have tons of games.
The Mrs. Beasley doll.
Yeah, because that show. Remember that TV show?
Yeah.
I have a Mrs.
Operation.
Beasley doll. I have a picture. I do.
I don't
Yes.
know what y'all even talking about.
You don't know Mrs. Beasley?
Chick on a stick and ice for 25 cents. Yes. The chicken.
The chick on the sticks we get
What?
up here at
No, not that. It's a candy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about what they call chicken on a stick.
No.
You get that at all the fairs you go to and everything.
No.
Oh, no.
You get a
This
piece
is
of chicken,
candy.
a piece of pickle, a piece of onion, you know.
No, this is
that's-
candy.
No.
The sea monkeys.
Yep,
You remember
yep.
that?
The kids have that.
Sea monkeys? What
Yep.
the heck is a sea monkey?
You don't know what a sea monkey
The
is?
footsie
No.
thing.
What's wrong with you? What, you've been in Mississippi all your life?
Yes.
I've been in the
footsie
backwoods.
thing
I mean,
we
I
called-
guess.
We called a
I told you I
lemon.
lived in the woods for 11 years.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
See, the footsie thing that they're talking about that goes on the ankle.
Now,
and you-
footsie ain't something we play in.
No, but it had a lemon. Ours had a lemon on
It was
the
a
end. We called
ball.
it a lemon.
We had a ball, and you put on your foot, and you jump over.
Jump over it.
And then
I now know what is wrong with our society. All people grew up playing their whole life instead of working.
Exactly.
Time later to work.
Yeah,
I
we
was
work
like,
all
oh my
day.
God, did
We had
everybody
A chicken
play?
stick. Called a chicken
Chinese
stick.
jump rope. Oh, the other thing too, the Chinese thing. That you do
Chinese
the-
chokers.
The
No,
string
the
that you
thing.
made.
You go like this. And,
Yeah.
Remember that?
I did that when I was in school. They make crowfoots and
Yes,
Jacob's
Steve
ladder.
wants to know,
Yeah.
did you get water in your tires or something? Tractor tires.
No, I just got my tractor back, so no, I haven't had time to do anything. My tractor's been gone for like
The
forever.
cowboys and the cows and the horses and all, and then your cowboys and Indians, and then your army men.
We played Cowboys and Indians.
You know the little plastic guys you stand up?
I did get those at some point in my life, but my dad stepped on one, he took them, threw them away.
Yeah, because they hurt if you step on them.
What
Yeah.
Legos?
My brothers and sisters had Legos. They didn't make Legos when I was little.
Oh, you got to take Twister to the get together. They want to know. They would love to watch all these YouTube channels doing Twister.
A lot of people have to drive home, so I don't know if that's a good idea.
Chinese jump rope, just plain jump rope. The little cowboys and Indians is what I was thinking. The clackers. That was Jacob's ladder and string. You made a Jacob's ladder.
That thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We dug in the dirt, rode bikes, and built forts in the woods.
Yes, Deborah, that's what I did.
I did that too.
We did that too,
did
but
that
we had
too.
toys.
I was allowed to do that on Saturdays and Sundays. The rest of the week, I went to the field and I worked.
Cap guns. Now you do remember having a cap gun.
We didn't have the gun. We only had the stuff to throw at each other.
The little pop caps.
I remember one time standing in a store, looking at one hanging in a pack on a rack, asking my mom, could I have one? And she said, no, you just shoot your eye out with it.
And he probably would have.
When I told her, I said, but Mom, it's just a cap. It can't shoot your eye out. And it didn't matter.
Yeah, we're going to have to buy Danny a bunch of old toys,
We
like a
have
cap
some.
gun and all this stuff so he can have a slinky.
The metal slinky, not
The metal
plastic, not
slinky.
the
The plastic one's
plastic.
Oh.
terrible.
Metal slinky.
Marbles, tops.
Marvel. Ugh.
The tops were something. You pulled
The spinner,
a string.
The spinner. You spin them.
Now we had, I don't know if I put it on here. Did I put the top on here? This is a cheap top. Yes. This is after kids got lazy.
Oh,
This is the kind of
Pumpkin
tops. I
pit.
remember seeing this in somebody's house I was at, and the kids was playing with the top, and I seen them, they were pushing it up and down.
Yeah, you push it up
Yeah,
and down.
I said, what happened to the ones where you just spun or had a
No.
string on them that you pull or whatever, you know?
Because they weren't coordinated.
Hoodsies.
I don't know what.
I don't know what a hoodsie is.
You know what a hoodsie is?
No.
No, I don't remember that.
Man,
What is that?
it's a push-up pop.
I know what push-ups are.
Push-ups?
It's like a little round thing. You had a stick in it, you push it up, and it
Yeah.
had like ice cream
I
in it.
think that's a hoodsie.
Okay, maybe y'all call it a different thing.
A Jack in the Box. Yes, you sat there.
Ding, 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 ding.
My little brother had one. We didn't have
We
one
had a
until my
monkey that
brother
did
came
that.
along. And kept on, it would pop up. That was fun. We were easily
It was like,
amused.
and this little monkey jumps out and he goes, yeah,
Yeah.
and then you stuff him back in the box, you know.
It's like all new again.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny. A gyroscope. I had forgotten about those.
Something. Like a
It was like a top, but it had different.
Oh, I see
wires
they used to
and
advertise
stuff.
those on TV. They had like a thing and it like turned around inside
Yeah.
it all the time.
It
yeah.
had something in the
thing like
middle.
this.
I actually got on one of them
Without
things.
That was
thing
the,
that goes,
Yeah,
what was
I
that
got
called? We
The
had one of
metal
those
thing.
too.
I got on one of them things at a place in an aerospace place. They locked me in it and they turned me loose and I just went like this. I was going all kind of different directions and everything around like that. And when I got through, I stopped and I was like,
dizzy.
I couldn't even walk. I almost had to go home. It was messing me up.
Yeah. Okay. Danny was a deprived child.
I know.
He was.
Well, I had to work.
You weren't a child at
terrible.
all. He was a young adult.
My mom and them would allow me to play once the garden was all weeded and all the hoeing was done and everything like that. They said, if your friends want to come over and help you get through with it, then you can go play.
See, Georgia Garden Girl was with you. She said that was after gardening chores and barn chores were done.
Yeah. That's the way it used to be. Kids had to work.
I was a latchkey kid, but there was no key.
Well,
Florida Homesteader said they caught lightning bugs. We did that too. That was
now I caught fireflies. I did do that.
Well,
I would take a mason jar with a lid and run around and catch them.
The sit and spin. And you remember the what was it called? The big.
Down no wild countries going down the hill.
The 3-wheel thing. What was it called? Big wheel. Yes, the big wheel.
I bought my girls one of those now when they were young.
I'm not hanging off.
I can leave.
No, you ain't got to go nowhere. I just had to move over so my leg was numb. They're good. I ate one and I'm going to eat the other two when we get off.
No throwing potatoes in the field. That's right.
Yeah, you hit people. And Danny probably was really good at it.
I really was. That's the sad part about it. I picked cucumbers as a child. We had cucumber fields all around us, and the guy, when I was 12 years old, I would stand beside the road with my little paper sack, and they would come by and pick me up on the back of a truck, take me to the field, and drop me off, and I had to stay there all day until that evening. It didn't matter if it rained or if it was hot or what. I'm being serious.
Now, see, Alicia's got it going.
Oh, the mess hall, June bug on a string. I did do that one.
I don't remember.
You would always go out to where the animal crap was at, and you look around, there'd be a June bug, and he'd be crawling around on all the crap, and you would take a little tiny string and tie it around him and hold him. He'd be like buzzing around in the sky, and you was holding him on a string. I did do that.
The spirograph, and then putting pledge on your socks and sliding around on the floor.
And we just took the mattress and went down the stairs.
No, we didn't.
My girls did that at my house across the road over here.
That's fun.
Cindy, you can't post a link on there, but if you do, you have to post everything and skip a space and then put .com.
No, Sherry, I did not have a red flower wagon.
We did. No. We had the wagon and the.
If we did anything, we pushed each
bicycles.
Other around in a wheelbarrow. That's what we did.
Cucumber boats to float in the mud puddles.
We had a wheelbarrow because we had to have it to use in the garden.
We just use our bodies with wheelbarrows.
Oh, you could do that.
Mr. Potato Head with real potatoes.
You should make one.
Yeah. We didn't. I've done that.
We used the maypops and made dolls out of maypops. My granny showed me how to do that. Or in other words, passion fruit. Old-fashioned fidget spinners.
That's funny. Debbie said, I bet you walked 10 miles in the snow barefoot uphill to go to school.
I bet he did too.
I take 2 steps forward and slide 3 backwards.
He milked a cow an hour before he went to school.
I had to get up, had to milk the animals before we went to school.
He didn't have a cow.
Gather up all the lighters, build a fire and everything.
You didn't have a cow.
No, my daddy didn't have a cow. My neighbors did, but my daddy didn't.
He's just pulling your leg.
I was just joking about milking the cow.
And not most of the rest. He didn't walk to school barefooted. He got taken on the bus, and then later he drove himself.
When I was 15 years old, I owned my own vehicle because I owned my own company. By the time I was 15, I owned my own business. And by the time you was 18, you wrecked a car. By the time I was 18, I was in the hospital. I was not expected to live because I had a bad car accident.
You should have played. You should have been playing.
Well, I know.
Yeah, dolls made from apples.
We used to do potato, those things that you, stamps, potatoes. You carve out the potato and
then you make an ink stamp. Yeah. Blind Man's Bluff. See, we used to play games like Blind Man's Bluff, Swinging Statue, Freeze Tag.
Freeze Tag, yeah.
Yeah, we played Freeze Tag.
Dodgeball, which really hurts.
Yeah.
I played dodgeball in school.
Simon Says, Mother May I. What was the one where you hold hands? Red Rover. We played all those games. We had tetherball.
See, Rosie said we did that. We pushed each other in the wheelbarrow. See, we did that. That was we could do that. And then if we didn't put the wheelbarrow back up where it belonged, we got in trouble. Okay,
now Denise says barefoot skiing in a cow pool on a slab after milking. We played in a field that was a cow arena. The guy had an arena set up, and we would sneak over to his arena and play after there were no cows in there. And my cousins were boys and they like to throw them. So if they had wet cow poo in them, you better be ducking.
Yeah,
I never got hit with one.
We used to make frisbees out of cow patties when they would be dry
when
and hard.
Yeah, that's what they were doing.
Yeah, you can take them and throw them at each other.
1, 2, 3, red light. Yes. I do remember that.
Was it flag football? Flag.
Leapfrog.
Flag
Oh, I do.
football.
Yeah, I remember I played flag football until I broke a guy's arm. They wouldn't let me play no more.
Did you tip the cows?
Did you do any cow tipping?
Nope.
Duck, duck, goose. Tipping. I remember that one too.
What does that
colored
mean?
eggs.
Duck, duck, goose. You know that one?
What does it mean?
And everybody's sitting down, you go duck, duck, and the goose has to run and chase you. And if you can sit down in their seat, they have to do the same thing.
That makes absolutely
Right?
no
Isn't that how it goes?
Why would you do that?
Because you're exercising.
Exercise. And
you
you remember
duck, 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 goose, and then the goose goes run around, and they have to sit down.
You remember the colored eggs? Playing the game colored eggs, where you had everybody had their hands, and you were saying something about the colored eggs. What color am I?
And lost.
I don't remember that either.
I think y'all just had too much time on your hands as kids.
Well, I was all alone. Then I got on Atari.
See, I had a tire swing when I was a kid in a mimosa tree.
We had a tire swing, and every time we played it, we come off totally black.
Yeah, but my tire swing, there was a divide in it, and I got in the divide and took off with the tire swing, and me and the swing went that way, limb and all. It broke off. Not the wind out of me. I didn't go to the hospital, though. I got up and we...
See, Alicia said, I want a cow chip throwing contest.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Those are the kind of things we did.
Marco Polo.
Richard Barnes, snipe hunting. Yes, I took a friend of mine snipe hunting one time when I was just a little kid.
Musical
I put him
chairs.
at one end of the covert with a croaker sack and told him to wait there till the snipe. He would come through the covert and get in the croaker sack on the other end. We just went off and left him in the woods.
Hey, Sherry.
Me. What is a what's that? What?
A croaker sack.
What's that?
A burlap sack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then what'd you do to him?
We told him if he put the burlap sack over the end of the culvert, we would go run the snipe, and he would run through the culvert and get in the bag, and when he got in the bag, to catch him. And
there's no such thing as a snipe.
Well, there are snipes, but that ain't the way you hunt.
Okay.
There's a snipe bird. It's called snipe. NIPE. That's NIPE.
Charades.
And we just walk and leave those kind of people in the woods because they didn't know, because it was just a lie. You know?
That's horrible.
No, but that's what we did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were just making fun of people.
Oh, we should do charades one night.
Yeah.
That'd be really funny. Want
to do a live charades thing. That would be funny.
I don't know how to play charades.
Oh, come on. We got to teach him how to play games, y'all.
I didn't play when I grew up. I told
You
y'all.
never played charades?
No, I don't even know what it is.
You've been married before? You try to guess what they're trying to say?
Yeah.
She said...
I've been married my whole life, and I've been guessing what anybody thinks.
That's charades.
I'm playing charades now, I'm supposed, ain't I?
Yes, Sherry. Sherry from Two Family Homestead made the clothes that are on and sent me the troll doll. That's why I was showing her when I had my troll doll.
Candy corn.
It's candy corn.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Yeah, didn't you get the colors?
No.
I didn't get
it. I just realized it was a doll. That's all I realized.
It's candy corn. It's got little.
Doll I've ever seen in my life.
Trolls are ugly. That's the whole point. Okay, for those that didn't see it, let me see. See, it has candy corn on it, on its bow, and on the little front of the dress. And it's crocheted, in candy colored corn.
Alicia says, Danny, have you ever shot a jackalope? I've seen one. I saw him in a store. I saw him mounted in a store. I saw him. I've never actually shot or seen one, but I have seen one in a store with actual horns on his head.
Yes.
Oh, we used to call people. Before caller ID,
yes.
We used to call people and order pizza and hang up.
Oh yeah, I've actually done that.
Yeah, and not go.
And not go. Yeah.
We've actually
would caller ID.
We would call them and tell them that their refrigerator was running.
Just go catch it.
Yeah. Or Prince Albert. Did they have Prince Albert in a can?
Yeah.
And if they did, let him out.
And my cousin called a lady and told him he was from the power company, and he said, "Ma'am, do not answer your phone for the next 30 minutes. If you do, you'll electrocute somebody on the line. We have a lineman on the line, so do not answer your phone for 30 minutes." And he would wait 25 minutes, and then he would call back. And they were going to answer every time. And when they would answer, he'd just scream and hang up.
Yeah, well, we used to could do that and not get in trouble.
I know.
Jan said her youngest son just took his girlfriend snipe hunting.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Jackalope.
So he left somebody in the woods?
Yeah, you used to go out there, you used to have fun. You just go off and leave them.
You tell him to wait right here with the sack till it comes out, and then catch it.
And catch it.
And you go off and leave them, and there's no such thing.
There's no such thing as doing that. Now, snipe are real because there's a snipe season here, actually.
Yeah, Living Miracle says they are real and they are tasty.
They are good, yes.
Dan
As a
says
matter
he
of fact, if you're driving down the road at night, here a lot of times in the middle of blacktop roads, you'll see them sitting in the road. They have their eyes glow in the dark, and they'll fly right in front of your car when you get close to them.
Oh, prayer request.
Okay, so I did see Dan has a prayer request. If you want to be putting it up, because we went past our time.
Oh gosh, boy,
We are?
time has flown.
Oh.
Oh, man,
So that I visited.
Yes. This
Time
week,
flies.
it does.
Heidi and I both have prayer requests because I lost my aunt yesterday.
On Thursday.
2 days ago.
I love Homestead.
She lost her brother 2 days ago.
Yes, she did.
Then Jen at the Nut House lost her office manager a little over a week and a half ago, and she's having to fill in. Very close friend of theirs, Sheila from Quake Lake, has lost a brother and a cousin in the last couple of weeks. Leslie from Scratch Made Homestead, her mother is not doing too well. She's going to be traveling this weekend to visit with her. Amanda from Freedom Acres called earlier, and I haven't talked to her in the last couple of hours, but they had taken one of her grandmothers to the hospital. And so she was asking that we remember her. So you guys put up your prayer request because we have a lot of them. Yeah, oh my, how time flies when you're having fun.
Really?
Up there.
I had no idea we'd already went to 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
We just sit down.
I know.
See,
Wow.
it was fun. And Danny can play games. He does, but he's not a good game player because he plays to win
I play to win.
all the time. I mean, he wins.
I'm a good sport, but
he wins.
But I always have to win.
That's no fun with me.
Yeah.
I like to win every now and then. You know, but we're going to teach Danny. He's going to learn a little bit alone. He may have to play Twister, right? We're going to have him playing Twister.
We got it.
Yeah.
Red Duchess Martin said Sheila was there the night before.
Yeah,
Great
she's
visit.
been coming by their place when she's there. I think she was back to visit her dad. Yeah. I see it unspoken. Charlotte with her back.
Georgia girl says I lost 3 classmates this week. Wow. I'm feeling old. I've already lost 11 of mine, so.
But not in 1 week.
Not in 1 week.
The president.
Prayers for the president. I haven't kept up with the president this week, so I don't actually know what's going on.
What's he doing?
I don't know.
We don't get anyone in Ohio to visit. Oh, you're going to have to come to Mississippi. Pack it up.
Is it my breath, they said?
Yeah, I was laughing. Sherry.
Sherry.
Come to Mississippi. Bring that camper. What did they buy? It wasn't a motorhome, was it? It's just a camper. Pull behind camper?
Yeah, I think it's just a camper.
Watch out, you might never leave.
Yeah.
That's true. The last person brought a motorhome here. The motorhome's still here.
Yeah.
And the last person, not the last person to visit, but one of the persons that visited came back and moved.
Yeah. He ended up moving next to us.
Prayers for the family.
The fallen.
LEOs. I'm not sure what is LEOs. You'll have to write it out. I'm not sure. Danny and I have not kept up with the news.
I have
the last
kept up
2
with
days.
what's going on in the nation, but I haven't. I've just been so busy this week. We've got so much to do this time of the year that it's just really.
It's hard to keep up with everything.
You got all the building going on and we got going on and construction and animals and butchering and all that kind of stuff. You got to get it all done.
Yeah. All right. So you want to have prayer, dear?
Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and have prayer if we can get off of here and let everybody go back to whatever they were doing.
Why play if you're not trying to win?
Well, that's my point.
The deal is, if you play any games against him, you know you're not going to win. The other person has no chance.
I don't want to play now.
Yeah. We'll just take it. It's hard to win against him. I can occasionally.
I let her.
The law enforcement officer.
That's what it stands for, LEO.
Okay, yes, because there was some, the families of those that.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yes.
I do remember that.
That's one thing that's hard for me to get used to is now, we used to always spell everything out or use full sentences, and now everything's like OMG or LMOA or whatever, how you say that, and now we're talking about LEOs, and I guess my brain don't work that way.
Mine doesn't either because I don't know what people are talking about, but once I see it, I usually remember, but it takes a while. Okay, so we're going to let Danny pray so we can send Heidi home. And did you fix Brian's food, or is he still starving?
No, I only made yours.
Oh, poor Brian.
Okay, we'll have to pray for Brian then. We'll pray for you when you get back.
Because you're
scary out there.
I know it's scary. It's a long road.
She's got to walk home in the dark. Yeah. All she has is this to light her way.
All she has is Simon Says to light her way. Yeah.
This is happy.
That's funny.
Okay. Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for the wonderful day that we've had. And Father, we're so thankful that we've been able to do our live stream tonight. And Father, you give us a great group of people here tonight, and we really appreciate that. And I just pray that tonight, as we think about all the prayer requests that was made here tonight, Lord, there's been so many of them. There's been the loss of life in many families, Father, and it gets tough sometimes, but it's just a natural course of life, and we have to realize that. That's why it's so important for us to be prepared for our eternal destination, because none of us are given the promise of even the next breath, Father, but do be with those that have lost loved ones, and Father, those that are grieving, and help them to be able to find the peace and contentment that they need to be able to fill the void spots in their lives, but to also realize that once there may come that day again where we're all together once again, and that's what we look forward to, the eternal hope of life now. And Father, we think about those that said that they had back problems, neck problems. I did see that, some financial issues I saw, and Lord, some people are just wanting their homesteads to be right. People are looking for peace in their life, I noticed. And Father, there was unspoken prayer requests I seen. And Lord, you being the great physician and being the one who knows and sees all things, I just ask you tonight, Tom, to look down upon all these prayer requests and grant each and every one of them's desires of their hearts, Father, and do it in a way that would best glorify and edify your kingdom now. And Father, do go with us through the remainder of the night and be with each and every one of us as we try to rest tonight, and we look forward to the day that you're going to give us tomorrow, Father. We ask these things in thy name. Amen.
Amen. Now let me put this in the thing if I can. Where is it at? Guys, go check out Lori. Well, I didn't get it typed in there before I hit it. Lori Family Homestead. That's us. I keep hitting the button and it goes.
Your hand is the way you got your hand laying over on the side right there. You can't touch that.
Okay, y'all. Lori Family Homestead.
How do you do it? You're sitting at an angle. Your
I am, and mine's doing. Yes. Now that's it.
Now hit the enter. There we go.
All right, guys. Lori Family Homestead. Go check out Crazy Days, because the book giveaway, I haven't chosen anybody yet. So if you have children or grandchildren, go over on Crazy Days and comment so I can choose a winner. And hopefully by Monday I will have the video up. If I get it up tomorrow, I will. But we're going to be gone for a while, so I'll just see. What else? We got videos coming up on the log splitter.
Log splitter. We have a review.
A review on, what is it called? A nifty something.
Nifty lifter.
Nifty lift or something.
Um,
And this week I'll have Betty's Box of Blessings. We're going to be giving away a whole box. So check Crazy Days out later this week for a whole box from Betty's Box of Blessings.
Yeah.
Giveaways all through
Giveaways.
December.
Always having giveaways.
All through December, guys.
Yeah.
See y'all later.
Bye-bye, guys.